All right. Oop. Are we working? Are we working? Da. Why is everything black? Um, okay. This is slightly odd. Okay. This is clearly not supposed to happen. Um, all right. If everyone, if you don't mind, just giving me one moment, I'm gonna see if I can't figure out what's going on here. Yeah, so I will be back momentarily. Okay, and that looks a lot better. Now, what does this look like? Are we back? Yes, we are back. Okay. Well, hey there, everyone. Sorry about that. That was definitely weird. But, yeah, we're back with a bit more Better with Mods. Now, I am obviously a little on the hurt side, so first things first. Uh, no new mushrooms, unfortunately. I almost wonder if it wouldn't be better to try and push this wall back a little. Yeah, I think I might actually go ahead. Ugh. Here, you know what? Let me see. Okay, so it does work there. Alright. Food. You know what? We're gonna just do 3 of them. Where are the furnaces? Over in here. So, let's see. This episode, we're definitely gonna be just trying to focus in on getting. We'll do the birch. Yeah, so I want to get iron, right? That is like the big thing that we need. So that is what I'm going to be focusing on. Oh, don't sprint. Hi, Jose. So yeah, just going to be focusing on trying to get some more iron because we always need more iron, fortunately. Oh, that's odd. So this is more than 1.5 now, the wood burn. That's interesting. Ah, yeah, that sounds fun. I am sorry that you have to do that. But yeah, I'm just going to be on for a while, so true. Okay, so let's see. Um, alright, I really shouldn't just be running around like I am. Let's go ahead. I guess I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to take half the torches because I'm going into the mines. That can go into there. Can keep that. Bricks go to there because, yeah, that's just not going to work. Oh, chest again. Arrows can go pile of gravel. We have. No, we don't. I'll just put that there for now. Bones, sawdust, and I think that's it. Now we are going to need a little bit more wood. So, ooh, this is definitely a risk, but really need the wood. Besides, as long as I'm careful and aware of my surroundings, I think it'll be okay. Whoa. Okay, so that's that. Let's get you. And wood aside, floating tree needs to go. No, we still have the birch. But I was just gonna get some more actual wood rather than burning through your stores. Are gonna have to go through these stumps at some point. But I kinda don't want to do that at night. Whoop. Um, I don't know where those zombies are. I'm not. Alright, I'm not gonna take any more risk. Back inside we go. But no, the birch is right here. So, let's see. Let's go ahead, get just a boatload of sticks, and let's work with that. Yeah. So, what you're thinking of, there is a stump remover. It requires rotten flesh, the red mushrooms, and creeper oysters. Creeper hearts, whatever you want to call this thing. Which we can get by taking down creepers or by shearing creepers, I believe. So that's something we'll need to do. Yeah. They're used for something else as well, right? Oh, right. We also need them if we want to do anything with diamonds. And we can also use it to bait a fishing rod. See, they're used as gunpowder and fertilizer. Really, their big thing is diamond ingots because normal diamonds can't really be used for a lot, right? Instead, we use diamond ingots for things like the diamond sword, diamond pick, diamond armor, all that. And other than the diamonds, I would say that these are probably the hardest to get ingredient for this. To the point where I'd almost rather just manually remove the stumps, just using a bunch of time, as opposed to wasting the oysters. Oh, right! I forgot. I hit the strata. Okay, so in that case, let me just go up so I'm no longer at strata. And I'm just going to start mining in a direction to try and find iron. Why can I not mine this? I am so confused. Let me go up higher then. Also, yes, mob farm is absolutely something we're going to want to look into getting. It would be definitely beneficial to make... Why didn't I make more pickaxes? Eh. Actually, you know what? Strip mining with stone picks actually is probably not the smartest idea in the world. As that's just going to be a complete waste of them. So instead, I guess I'm going to... I guess I'm going to go just search for another cave. Don't know what else to do, so... Woo, doing this at night's definitely a risk. 14. and 0. Alright. So I'm gonna head this way downstream, I guess. Oh, karate zombie. I see him. I think there's another one somewhere as well. There we go. That's definitely a risk. Ba-ba. Let me use wood instead. Alright. Let's see. Oh, those red orbs, by the way, are needed for the ancestral infuser, which is how we unlock the, basically all the Japanese things. Okay, skeleton. Avoid that. Such as the samurai armor, ancestral infuser. We can unlock katanas, the samurai armor, things like cherry wood soaking and drying units, which are both needed for some other things, like getting special rice. We can use it to dry out sponges, tea. True. Yeah, that is true with the belts. Realistically, though, let's see. Belts. Yeah, we can't get any kind of karate belt, unfortunately. Would be really cool if we could, though. I hear a baby zombie. Yeah, tea, for instance, gives us, ooh, cold, different, like, buffs and things that will be pretty helpful. Let's see if I can find that, actually. Right, tea leaves, sencha tea. That it? Nope. Alright. So it doesn't actually show. Well, it doesn't actually show what the buffs are, and I certainly don't know what they are. But I do know at least that they're supposed to give you some sort of like buffs, like sort of like mini potions, if I recall correctly, anyway. All right. Hmm. Maybe I would have better luck up there. I'm not sure. Oh, realistically, I just want to find a cave that's gonna have some sort of iron. Like I said before, strip mining just not a good idea. As I somehow completely forgot. Let's see. Some more coal. I mean, this comes down, but that's not all that helpful. Hmm. Oh, we have a normal forest here. Oh, is that a cave? Hey, cave. All right. Oh, I don't like that. I really don't like the sound of that. Zombies I can handle. Skeletons, not so much. Sheep. Oh, right. But beds don't do anything. Oh, this is terrifying. Yeah, zombies, not a problem. Whoo! That was a close call. Skeletons are a massive problem, though. Iron. Where is that skeleton? I think there's multiple. Oh, right there. Okay. Maybe I could run, smack, run over there? No, I wouldn't be able to get behind cover fast enough. Oh boy. This is verifiably a mistake. Oh, come on. No, how did I miss? Woo! Okay. So there is a second one. Right, we have a single piece of iron. Ah. All right. Let's do this. Let me go grab some of that coal, actually. Any recommendations on fighting a skeleton, anyone? I'm also gonna need a new axe pretty soon. Oh, there. No! No! That's what I was afraid of. Wait. Isn't this actually pretty close to where I was? Hold up. Let's see. Okay, I need to find... Okay, so there's our place. Right, yeah, so it's just a straight shot from here. Whew! I didn't get teleported super far, thankfully. Definitely a waste of food to sprint, but right now I am far more concerned with all of the items despawning. Ooh, spruce. Nice. Definitely will be grabbing that at some point. All right, let's see. Yeah, so here's this. Oop. Okay. Then I went this way, I think. Yeah, then here's the cave. Okay, so I just need to run in, grab my pickaxe, and hit the skeleton. Wait, where is it? Okay, I don't see it, but I did get everything. So let's make ourselves a new weapon. How about an actual sword this time? Axe is good. Oh, right, can't. Stone swords don't exist, right? Yep, axe it is. All right. Ah, okay. Guess I'm just gonna go in this direction for now. Iron. One piece. Of course. Hmm. Okay, I'm not gonna go down there quite. Yeah, you're not wrong. That iron sword was really a nice draw. Oh, hey, another pick. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, so there's more coal here. The iron. Oh no, here a skeleton. Where are you though? Can't see anything. All right, hold up. Let me take chat down for just a second, because I can use my recording software to sort of cheat the system here and see a lot better in the dark. Whew. This is about to be sketchy. Okay. This is about to hurt. Ow. No, shoot the zombie, shoot the zombie, shoot the zombie. Oh no. Did not shoot the zombie. Thank you for that. Okay. Ah, waste of steak. But I'm not leaving here without that iron. This has always been my big issue with axes, is they have such a ridiculous cooldown. Okay. Well, with that. Oh, oh, here's some coal. We can consider this part of the cave done. Oh, hearing zombies all around me is not fun. All right, let's bring chat back up. Okay. Just another couple of pieces of coal. And there's a creeper. All right. hear lava. Makes sense. Let me go get another couple of pieces to mine all this iron. Maybe make another couple of torches. Alright, let's see. Gonna need some more cobblestone, though. Okay, let's see. I can... More iron. And lava. And karate zombie. Blocked by lava, thankfully. I can hear them, like, right here. Yeah, that one's about to get powered up, but that's a-okay. Down here. Out of coal. Yeah, there's a good bit of iron around here, though, so that's good, at least. Let's see. Do I need a new... I think I'll be fine on the pick. I hear a spider. Oh, nighttime. Yep. That sounds about right. Alright. I'm gonna bring this with me this time. Once I get to the end of this tunnel that I'm on right now, I'll probably just grab the iron and head on out. Mostly because I don't necessarily have the resources to continue going. Okay. That's a lot of mobs. Boom! Aha! Works for me. And free cobblestone. Dude, why are there so many of them? Uh-oh. Here we go. Actually, there's no point in wasting my axe on them here. It's gonna be a little slow, but it saves durability. Sorry, I need to turn down. Woo! Yeah, those are so loud. I wonder why there's so many zombies here, though. Like, that is really interesting. Could there be a zombie spawner, maybe, up there? That would be really nice for us if there were a zombie spawner. But I'm not gonna hold out any hope for that. Alright. Come on. Yeah, not a lot to say here. Just punch, punch, punch. We also really need to invest in a food source. So much, beyond mushrooms anyway. So much so, I actually think it might be worthwhile to spend our first bits of iron on an iron hoe rather than an iron pick, for the sole fact of starting to grow crops. Sure, we can live off of mushrooms for a while, but it's not exactly sustainable by any stretch of the imagination. That was my last steak. Any more? Ow! That's a skeleton. Get back! Get back! Nope. Oh. Okay. Oh. 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 Goodbye. Good riddance. That is worth spending the iron. Or not the iron. The axe on. Oh no. There's no point. Ugh. Now that is kind of a waste of wood, unfortunately. But eh, so be it. Better than me dying right here. So I definitely see your argument about having the iron pick in order to get the iron hoe a lot easier. My question is, will we be able to find enough iron to mine to begin with before we run out of food? It's possible we will, especially with that dark forest being close. But creeper? Oh no. Oh hey, he revealed some iron for me. Thank you. You know what? I'm starting to like creepers. All right. Da, 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 da. Let me actually get a few more torches. But yeah, I I think we're actually gonna have enough iron to do both because we have around 50 iron at the moment, and well, 50 iron is gonna go quite a ways. Let's see, what is it? 50. Ba, 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 ba. I need 50 divided by what? 9? Let's see, 45 divided by 9 is 5. Alright, yeah, so we actually do have enough for both. Barely, of course, but we do. I'm also definitely not going to have enough pickaxes for this. Okay. Uh, great. If I find another one of those, I am so dead. Maybe a shield would be worth investing in, eh? Right. Because, I mean, there is a good bit of iron around here. This should be enough for at least a little bit of iron. No. Oh no, I'm dead. I am so dead. No! Ah, I saw that coming a mile away. Woo! And that is what I meant by far teleportation. Oh boy. In good news, the chunks are unloaded, so I don't think the items are gonna despawn. Ugh. Well, apologies everyone. This is gonna be another stream that is just half of the stream me running. I personally don't mind it, but it must be really boring to watch. You know what? It's to the point. I'm going to bring us some wool. We can at least try, right? We can try the bed. There's literally no harm in trying at this point. No, right. We need so much. I forgot. Never mind. It's not even close to worth it. Not without cheers, anyway. I'd probably run out of food before I actually got enough. Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I would be getting food from them, so maybe not. Well, there's a lot of sheep around here. Hmm. Oh, ravine. Ravine. So my hope is that once we have all of the iron out of this cave, that will be enough iron to get us the basic iron things that we need, and actually we can start progressing a little bit more. Because let me think. There was no five. So assuming that I have the two originally that I originally had, then there was another 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 17. I think there was at least 17 or 18 iron that I could just see on the surface. And assuming that there's a ramp that's it's not just, surface level veins, and there's actually some amount of uh, uh, there's some amount of what's the word? Oh, and there's some amount of depth to the veins. Like there's iron underneath, which there ought to be. Let's just say we get 1.5 the iron, right? Then we would be looking at what is that? Like a stack and 16 of iron, 72. I probably round. I'll just assume that it's divisible by 9, and I'm gonna say that it's 72 iron, right? Stack 16. I think that's reasonable to assume. And under that assumption, then that means we would have 8 ingots. That's going to hopefully be enough, because that's at least one iron pick. I probably wouldn't recommend making more than one iron pick until we get a little bit of a steadier or larger supply of iron. But that's at least one, so so whoever's mining can mine a little bit better. That also gives us, let's assume it's one iron per shield. We'll ignore buckets for now. That's 5 with the hoe, another 7 for shields. And then that still gives us one left over. Overall, yeah, this should be all the iron we need for iron gear for the moment. Ba, 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 ba. As much as I'd love to go for iron armor, I think it almost makes more sense to try and go for leather armor for the sole fact we can actually, farm cows, and leather isn't nearly as important to progression as iron. It's not going to protect nearly as well, but it's, something. And hopefully the shield will also help offset it. That's my hope anyway. No clue how I'm gonna take out those skeletons, though. Absolutely none. Let's see. I can run in, depending on where the skeletons are and where my items are. I might be able to grab my axe, take one out, die, hope I, teleport somewhere at least relatively close, run back over, grab the axe again, take out the second one, and maybe that works? I don't think I can realistically take out both of them, unfortunately. Yeah, my fighting skills are not that good. Also, shouldn't I have seen land at this point? Yeah, like, shouldn't this all be land? Or am I completely crazy? Maybe it was positive 50? Oh, land. Please tell me that's a sunrise and not a sunset. It was probably a positive 50 then, wasn't it? Oh, I see some light. Oh, pig. And chickens. Yay. Oh, it was 1400, not 1100. What am I thinking? Oh, my hunger is not gonna last. Alright, you know what? No, I can't even risk sprinting right now. I need to save it for... I desperately need it. Alright, nope. Baby zombies, I need it. We run. Okay, so I'll probably just grab some rotten flesh out of the chest, use that to restore enough hunger to get to the items, and go from there. Oop. Come on. Almost there. I need to be quick, though. There. Do this. Right. That's a-okay. I'm actually going to go up. I think this will be a little faster. Let's go. Skeleton. Oh! Go, 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 go! Oh! Dude, those skeletons are always terrifying. Oh no, that hurt. Not good. Not good. Alright, I'll need to heal up a little before I engage the skeletons. There's the spruce tree. Come on. Right, it was through here. No, that's a witch. You know what? We'll go through here. Karate zombie. Of course. I don't have time for you. Uh, Come on. Almost there. Skeleton. I hear. Oh! No! Stop it. I need all the health I can get. Creepers. Are you serious? Ow! Uh, this is not going well. This is really not going well. All my stuff. Okay. Mystery meat. Fair enough. Where did those skeletons go, though? Don't know, and I don't necessarily... do I want to know, is the question. Come on, hunger. End. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on, let me eat. Don't necessarily like it, but this is about the best I'm going to be able to do. I hear them. Okay. I can't go any further. I, the skeletons are going to kill me if I go any farther. Without some sort of like a shield or something. And I really don't want to do that run again. Not if it's avoidable. Alright, so this was just a surface level vein. Fair enough. Oh, nope. You do have a little bit more. Yes. So I guess just while I'm mining, fun fact about BetterWithMods that I do know, um, if you've ever heard, if any of y'all have ever heard of a mod called Mystical Mechanics, it kind of works with mod known as Embers. It actually was built by the same person, or the Better with Mods port was made by the same person who made Embers and likewise Mystical Mechanics. Or not made them, but ported them. And I think ported anyway. I hear him. I see him. Yep, saw that coming a mile away. So, anyway, Mystical Mechanics and Better with Mods actually have a small little compatibility feature that I think kind of goes unnoticed a lot of the time, which is really interesting. No! Oh, I'm sorry. How did I not lose my axe there? You know what? Don't know, don't question it. I am definitely hurt, though. So, yeah, mystical mechanics, and Better with Mods, something. Now, they don't necessarily fit the same aesthetic-wise, and that's just because, they are technically two different mods, and you do have to have a block that makes them work together, that like converts between the two. But as long as you have both of them installed, the block actually comes with it, which is really cool. I think, anyway. I've been trying to figure out some good way to like kind of explain. Oh well, you're using this, and then you need this block to go over to this. I'm thinking maybe like high torque, low torque, or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. All right, this ravine has a bit more iron over there, which we will be getting. So long as we don't get, like, shot off by a skeleton or something. Oh, there's more iron down there. Can't reach it, though. Not in any reasonable manner. Oh, no. What did I just say? What did I just say? No, no. No, no, no. I am not risking the iron falling into the lava. No. We will be back here for the rest of the iron. But that is not going to be right now. Oh, iron. Aha! Yes, another big vein. Love to see it. Bah. That was also my other pickaxe. Ah, here we go again. Actually, that's a pretty good choke point. Let me grab. Can't mine any of that. Wow, was I really that far below strata? Hmm. Alright. Well, this will be another 2 new pickaxes. There. Let's do this. I think I'm actually going to run out of wood first. I mean, yeah, this one vein is going to take, this entire pit. Still, I have to say, this collecting iron was not nearly as bad as I imagined it was going to be. Mostly thanks to the caves. But still. Oop. It's fine. I think I got it all. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Alright, I think that's all the iron from here. And mine this. Okay. I'll use this just to gather another it's cobblestone for another set of pickaxes. I am definitely looking forward to iron tools. Really looking forward to iron tools. There. Do that. I'm just going to do that for now. And there. I mean, I guess I certainly can't be complaining that it's taking so many pickaxes to mine this iron, because that means it's a lot of iron, but... There we go. Ah, only a 3 vein. Unless it is up there. Nope, no such luck. Alright. And this is definitely just a 1 vein, isn't it? Oh, nope. We actually do have a little bit more. Hey, nice. There is that one. Let's grab some more cobblestone. But yeah, I genuinely thought that getting all of this iron was going to be a lot more miserable than it was. Which is saying something given what I went through to get it. But, and yeah, given we already have 40 at the base, and, you know, I already have another 40 here, we're going to be sitting pretty on iron for quite some time. It's going to be really, really nice. Let's see. One more? We get one more? Yes, we get one more. Ah, I thought that might happen. Rip. Well, more cobblestone. Not a bad idea. Anyway. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and do this. There we go. Oop. Alright. Some more iron. Iron. Let me actually make sure my axe is in my hotbar, just in case. Try to somewhat heal up before I have to fight any more mobs. I think we're going to be short of a stack, though. Would be really cool if I managed to get a full stack of iron out of this, but pretty sure I needed to be able to get to the other iron that I wasn't able to. Alright, we'll do this. Go ahead and grab you. Yeah, so that torch definitely got blown up. And any iron this way? Nope, I've already... Oh, there is. Aha. Ha ha ha. Though I need to get new pickaxes first. Oh, Okay. That was absolutely terrifying. So let's not do that, shall we? Sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna mine over here. Yeah, definitely glad I got all of that extra wood before I went on this little expedition, because there's no way that I would have been able to do even half of this without it. Okay, don't look at the Enderman, don't let the iron fall. Just mine it, grab it, and go. No! No, 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 no. No! I'm dead. Oh. 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 I knew I should have covered up the hole. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Let's just stay down. As long as the skeleton doesn't see me, I think I'm okay. Definitely concerned about the gloom. Oh. Oh. Oh, that was absolutely terrifying. How am I not dead? How am I not dead? Oh. Oh. No. I've pushed my luck far too much as it is. We're going home. We are going home. Oh, how am I not dead? Really thankful for that horde of zombies earlier, for all of the extra rotten flesh. Oh. Okay. Let's get out of here. 48 iron? That's a great haul. We can always come back later. Oh. It felt like my heart rate just doubled when that happened. Oh. Okay, so I actually need you to blow up so I can get a little bit more cobblestone, as I ended up having to use a good chunk of mine in order to uh, escape. And that ensures that I can, make a new pickaxe later. Oh. Alright, you know what? That's fine. Let's go up. I see skeleton. We avoid skeleton. Another skeleton. I see another skeleton. And another skeleton. I also hear baby zombie. And I see karate zombie. You know what? Let's just take the river. It'll be slower, but it'll be safer. Okay. Well, that was certainly an absolutely terrifying end to the trip. But this gives us like a stack and a half of iron or something. Which, let's see. Let's just say it's 48 plus 42. What is that? 80? We might have 81. If it's 81 especially, then that means we have 9 ingots worth of iron. That's pretty good. For just a couple of mining trips, I will absolutely take that. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to just like calm down and process what just happened. I'm going to have to look back at that footage. Like, what happened? I know I got shot, and then I saw and heard arrows firing all around me, and then I heard some other mobs, and I think the zombie ended up fighting the skeleton. Like, the skeleton accidentally shot the zombie, maybe, which gave me just enough time to dig down. I don't know. I couldn't see anything, so I am so happy to be alive right now. Okay, so it's not nearly as much as I thought. Well, no, we do have a little bit smelted, right? We have 7 there. I think there's another 1 or 2 over there. So yeah, it is basically a stack and a half. These were just shy of 9 ingots. Okay, let's get this smelting. I want to see how much does a singular piece of coal smelt for iron. That's one thing I would like to know. Because knowing how much coal we're going to need is also going to be pretty helpful moving forward. There was a coal vein over here, I think. I don't know why I brought the stack of iron with me. It's fine. It's only 2 pieces of coal out of this. You know what? No, I'm going to go ahead and just use up both of these picks. I have the cobblestone for it, so we'll be good. And I mean, definitely going to need the coal, so yeah. Now, normally, 1 coal would smelt 8 iron. However, the furnace and fuel times and everything is not working nearly as uh I don't know what word I was going to use there. As normal? Really? But that doesn't make any sense, like just with English. Also, where is that wood? Can't mine it. And no. After what I just went through, you are nothing. Okay. Let's do those in there. Okay, we have 5. I think I remember. Oh, hey, we have another 3 in there. Oh, yeah, so we definitely have enough. I think I remember Jose uh, saying that it was 1 coal per iron, and that actually might be accurate. Great. Okay. So we need a lot more coal, basically. A lot more coal or a lot more? All right, so here's a good question then. Now that we have iron, what do we do with it? Um, right, the cauldron. Getting access to the cauldron is the first thing. The issue is that it's expensive because a bucket is going to be another 3 iron, right? Oh, nope. That's basically 1 ingot's worth of iron, right? So 1 ingot per bucket. Let's say we're going to use 2 ingots worth then, because we're going to want a bucket at some point as well. Then we can which means that it's basically going to take all of the iron that I just gathered to do even a single cauldron. Obviously, we're not doing this first, but alright. Rail, of course. Iron tools, and that's copper, cauldron, a dead weight. Right, the Archimedes screw, ingots, piston. Right, all of these. Various chimes, not chandeliers. Right, the pulley needs that. Saw. Need a Vivitatara and Parme. We need it to make that, of course. We can also make iron sand. Iron scales, which is needed for lamellar. Oh, which is needed for more samurai things. Okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Yep. It looks like it's 1 coal per iron. Which means we're gonna need a lot more pickaxes. Uh, so, yeah, you know what? I think I agree with him. Let's get the iron pickaxe first, which means we're gonna need 27. Right. We have 7 here. We're just gonna need 20. That's doable. I will be borrowing a bit more of his birch wood, just because I am like totally out. There, bunch of sticks. There. Oh, sapling. So let's go ahead. I guess. I guess I'm just gonna I'm going to start hollowing this out then. I mean, I might as well. Oh, that more coal. No, that's not more coal. That was just my imagination. Kinda hoped it was. So, in order to get 20 coal, I know we technically don't need 20, but I'm just going to assume that we do. And I'm going to go up because we're still going to need more than just the 20, let's be real. So that means we're going to need 4 pickaxes, right? Realistically, though, we're going to need obviously more than 4, just because it doesn't make any sense to have anything less than that, especially because we're going to need to, you know, get more stone and all of that. Hey. Okay. I'll go ahead and just remove basically this chunk and not the full chunk, but just this little bit right here, and I will call that enough. All right. Well, I guess the first thing that Iron Pick is going to do is going to be mining coal so we can get more iron. Realistically, that is probably the best first thing to do once we have it. Makes the most sense anyway. Excuse me. All right, 5 iron nuggets. Wow. All right, and now there are 6 iron pickaxes. Overkill? Unfortunately not. All right. So all of these are going to be dedicated to just mining coal, and then that should be enough. Also, let's get rid of you. Is that it? I think that might be it. So that floating abomination can finally go. This is the one with low durability. Actually, I want to try and combine these. So just for sake of curiosity, I'm going to bring this down to 2, and I'm going to test it. And then I'm going to bring it down to 1 and test it. So there's 2. How much does it repair? Basically nothing. Okay. How about 1? 1 and 1? Still just gives 1. Okay. So basically it's pointless to try and repair anything. Noted. Okay, so I'll break EU, and then I'll break EU. So probably just going to need to go through a couple of coal veins for this, realistically. Hey, actually have enough coal for a coal block now. Or a block of coal. Whatever. So, I guess just while I'm out and about mining, another cool little thing with BetterWithMods is that there is a... This isn't technically built-in compatibility like there is with Mystical Mechanics, but there is a mod out that allows the... Oh, that one was also really low, apparently. Go figure. But there is a mod that allows immersive engineering's what looks like it should generate mechanical power, right? Like the wind turbine. It allows that to be, or to power BetterWithMods mechanical power, which is really cool in my opinion. I definitely like the fact that there is so much like just compatibility between this mod and so many others. Realistically, it feels like between this mod and Mystical Mechanics, the majority of mechanical energy mods, like anything that just uses, axles and windmills, they generally all work together just by kind of like going through this and Mystical Mechanics. And I've always thought that's really nice. I really enjoy whenever mods work together. Now, I do have a couple of issues that I do kind of wish were better, but I also kind of understand it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to be any better than they are. Like, if I recall, oh, there is coal right there. That's what I should have done. There is whenever you do the BetterWithMods immersive engineering add-on, the immersive engineering windmill actually needs a block and it converts, which makes absolutely no sense. Likewise, with the mystical mechanics and BetterWithMods, it doesn't make a ton of sense, unfortunately. But just like, having to what's the word? It doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense for it to have some special block to convert between the two energies. It is technically possible with mix-ins to bypass that, but it's also kind of miserable to try and do so. So I understand why they wouldn't. Also, I'm not even sure that mix-ins existed. Oop. So yeah, I'm sure that also didn't help anything. Actually, I'm gonna keep you. Okay. And that be rain. Great. Well, it's just waiting on the iron to smelt now. Once all of this is smelted, I can, or not even all of it, just a good chunk of it. Then we can get our first iron tool, which is then I'm going to just take immediately up to go and mine more coal for more iron. All right, so how much iron do we have, right? 28 plus 1, so that's 29, 33. Right? 3 plus 23 is 56. Plus an extra 13, 56, 66, 69. Really? I thought we had more than that. Is that really all we have? That's barely over a stack. Nah, I messed up something. Oh, yeah, no, I completely... Yeah, sorry, that's 29 plus 33. Hold up. 29, 33. Yeah, that's 62 right there. Wow, my math is not mathing. Alright, then we have an additional 23 in here. And then an additional 13 in here. That is 98. We are 1 ore short of 11 ingots of iron. That is phenomenal. Alright. So that's almost 2. As soon as we get enough, I'm going to go ahead and make the iron pick. Once we get access to the cauldron, things are definitely going to change. Because even just the basic cauldron does so much for us. It allows us to get things like tanned leather, which is going to be insane. We can now make donuts, which, in my opinion, is probably going to be one of our staple foods moving forward. Because flour is also pretty cheap to get. The only thing is we're going to need to start up a wheat farm, and then obviously mill and like the windmill. Now, the good news is that the windmill is just 4 of these, and we can actually use a slab instead of the siding for it, which, you know, means we don't have to have the saw. The bad news is that we need hemp cloth, which needs hemp fibers. Hemp fibers, well, we get that from hemp, which, as far as I can tell, we don't actually have any hemp seeds yet. Yeah, we have a couple of wheat seeds. We have more than enough sugarcane, but we have no hemp seeds. You know what? While that is going, I'm gonna go try to find some. Let's stick everything that's not named an axe in here. And let's go see if we can't maybe cut down some grass to get some. Also, why are there so many mobs out all of a sudden? Ah. Ah, come on. I'm trying to, like, reduce the amount that I'm taking, but I'm still taking a lot of damage. There's some normal seeds. Skeleton, skeleton, skeleton. Nope, I'm dead. Yep, saw that coming. Alright. Well, I'm not too far away, at least. And I'm not going to have to cross an ocean this time, which is always beneficial. Llamas! Llama, 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 llama! Um. Oh, skeleton. Woo! Rapid fire skeletons. Alright. No, don't tell me I still have to cross an ocean. Come on. Ah, great. Well, at least it's not necessarily a full-on ocean like before, but... it's not exactly ideal. Yeah, this is why we only brought the axe with us, because I figured something like that was going to happen, given it's the middle of the night and it's raining. But I mean, what else am I going to do? Let's see. Once we get the hemp fiber seeds, we should be able to plant those alongside the wheat in order to get the farm. I have no clue where we're actually going to put said farm, as we're already kind of full in terms of, you know, room. Also doesn't help we're practically in a ravine, or not really a ravine, but stuck between two mountains. But, I'm sure we'll figure out something. Alright, I think it should just be a straight shot from here. Yeah, there's the torch. Good boy. And now time for misery. Alright, I see karate zombies on the left. More karate zombies, that's fine. Oh, there's a skeleton. Ow. 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 How did you hit me? What kind of aimbot are these skeletons using? Alright, I think I was somewhere over here. Probably shouldn't be stopping to break the grass. Here's my stuff. Alright, we're all good. Minus the fact that I have no clue where that skeleton is. That killed me earlier. Come on. It does come from these, right? Like, karate zombie. I am fairly certain it does. Or mystery meats. I don't know. Why is it so hard to hit? Alright. Well, let's see. If we don't get the hemp seeds from grass, I have absolutely no clue where we would get them from. Hmm. Still, I don't think there's a lot I can do about that. Right? Seeds. Here, nope, that's tea bag seeds, rice, rush, fine, hemp seeds. Yeah, that does absolutely nothing. Ah. Hey, there's some more coal over here. Seriously, though, how do I get these? I mean, it's like, we can always use the wheat seeds, so it's not like it's a bad idea to be going out and breaking all the grass. Plus, again, it's not like I can do much until the iron is smelted, but still. Okay, it either doesn't drop from grass, or I just have really bad luck. Creeper. Nice! Okay, they clearly do not come from here. Maybe it's a loot chest somewhere? Yeah, maybe we need to find like an abandoned mine shaft or something in order to actually get them. Another three. Boom. Ah. And now I am wounded. Oh no, I've fallen and I can barely get up. Alright. Hmm. Well, I guess we're going to need to find a mine shaft then? I don't really know what else to do. Villages are, basically useless. I highly doubt there's a villager trade for it, unless a maybe farmer? Maybe? That's pushing it, though. Um, let's see. Maybe there's like a desert or jungle temple or something that would have it. I genuinely do not know. Hmm. Fair enough, though. Also, what's fair enough is the iron. All right. There we go. 3 iron ingots. And then 1 iron hit. Woo-hoo! Oh, we have spent so long trying to get this, it feels like. Alright, so we're gonna do that. I'm going to get a new axe, just so I can, somewhat defend myself. I think that's somewhat reasonable. Especially given, I'm bringing this. Got a little bit of food. And here we go. Let's see this pickaxe in action. Oh, it mines so fast, and it doesn't instantaneously break. I'm not at like 2 durability after mining, full 4 coal. Oh, this is such a game changer. Yeah, I am not going out at night with this thing. Or in any kind of bad weather or anything. Worked far too hard to get it, to dare risk losing it. This is so nice. Look at all the coal we're getting off of a single pickaxe. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna continue to mine all of this coal. We're gonna need it to smelt all the rest of the iron anyway, so, might as well. I'll probably end up just mining until it turns night, or, or maybe I'll just grab a stack of it. Go ahead and get the rest of the iron going. All right. Any more coal? Any more coal? Don't see any around here. Let's go check the side of the mountain. Oh, wait. No, let's check up here first. Coal. All right. Yeah, this will probably be the last vein. As it's going to be plenty big enough. Okay, nice. Oh, a little bit more here. Go ahead and grab it. All right. I've already used a solid little bit of this pickaxe, unfortunately. So definitely going to need to be a little careful with it. But it is still so nice to have it. Like, look at all of the coal that we just got from this singular pickaxe. And I know in normal Minecraft, it's like, oh, sure, that's cool, I guess. Oh, but this mod, getting this much coal with a pickaxe is like an achievement. And I love it. Okay, so let's throw just half a stack in each. And I'm going to go ahead and divvy out the rest of the iron ore. There's nothing else we use iron ore for, right? Iron ore. Smelting, stoked kiln. We're not getting a stoked kiln anytime soon. So let's do this instead. 20. Boop, boop, boop. And there. Nice, that fits almost perfectly. Love to see it. Always keep 3 cobblestone on me at any given time, just in case. Whew! Alright. Iron pickaxe shall go here. Do not lose it. Do not break it. This thing is like the most progression we have. Okay. As tempted as I am to go straight for the cauldron so we can start that going, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Hmm. Do I go for shields next? No. I can go ahead and start the farm. Yeah. So let's see. Farm, farm, farm. We're gonna want this. Alright, so we have 4 iron nuggets there, which means we're gonna need another 14. 5, 4, 9. Not quite. We'll get there though. Alright. Let's see. Now where does the farm need to go actually? I guess right here. So yeah, I guess we'll just manually remove the stumps. This is going to be incredibly boring, but it has to be done. Oh well. So once we get the stumps removed, I could probably flatten out the land a little bit, and then can just turn this into farmland, and we can go from there. I think that makes the most sense anyway. Yeah, removing stumps is always miserable without a stump remover, but I'm gonna be cheap. Boring, sure, but cheap. No. My mouse stuck. Uh, we continue. So I guess at this point, I just kind of hope that I don't get ambushed by a mob because it is nighttime. And I do technically have iron on me, which is not smart. I don't know why I didn't put that in the chest. But I'm sure we'll be a-okay, right? What's the worst that could happen and all that? And we're almost done with this one. Come on. Almost there. One more. There. No, no, no. Stop it. Why does it keep doing that? Right here, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I don't want to lose any more dirt. So are we gonna want maybe a door here out on the front? That would actually be really cool if we built... Okay, I'm thinking now. What if we built a house that like kind of protruded out of the side of the mountain? And it was like half out of the mountain, half in the mountain. So we kind of used what we already had to an extent. That could be really cool. Any chance I could not break the sugar cane? No. Nope. No such luck. Rip. Alright. I'm going to need a bit more dirt to repair it. But those are the stumps removed. Let's do this. And while I'm thinking about it, can we make a stone shovel? Yes, we can. Wonder how long it's gonna last is the question. Hopefully for at least a couple. Yeah, it'll last for a few. Not a ton, but at least a few. Do that, do that. Actually, let's go ahead and remove all of that. There. And then that is going to end up being our entryway, I think. Okay. Thinking I'm starting to see what to do here. So we can, first off, turn all of this into you, into you. Also gonna need a couple of torches. That works for now. I'll grab 4 just to be safe. Then, all right, I'm also gonna need those for the actual new tool, which, speaking of, that is enough iron. We can finally do farming. Wow, that took so long. But we now have access to actual crops. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, right, fence. What does a fence take? Fence takes molding. Can't get that without saw. Alright, depracticed. Unfortunately, this requires sighting through a saw, which making sighting also actually requires a saw. So, yeah, here. Rip. Alright, so nothing too fancy yet, I'm afraid. Ooh, then... No, you know what? No. We're gonna be fine. Just need to figure out how to kind of block off everything else. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. So let's do something like this. Into no. Let's do let's do this. Grab you, do you, you. Oh, all right, nah. We'll just bring it down then. It'll be fine. All of those. And hopefully, not only will this make it look, just better, but it'll also prevent mobs from coming from up here and falling into our garden, which would not be ideal. Okay, so there. Zombie villager! Zombie villager, zombie villager, zombie villager. You come over here. Yes, yes. Oh. Oh. Ow, ow. Yes. Okay. Let's come on to, let's say, over here, maybe? No, no. No, 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 no. Mm. Ah. Seriously? Seriously? Alright. Look how far I am. Come on. Alright, no. The zombie villager's safe. That's all that matters. We're definitely going to need those later. Obviously, that's not going to be for a little while, but... Only thing is if he picked up the iron hoe. If that happened, he has to die. Because we cannot afford to lose that. That said, as long as he didn't pick that very specific thing up, and he shouldn't have, he should have picked up the stone axe, if anything, then we're fine. I'll still need to figure out some way to trap him. I want to maybe bring him... Maybe I'll go around the front? That might make a bit more sense. Oh, no, I need to be going in this direction. Hmm. No great options, unfortunately, but as long as he doesn't burn up in the sunlight, so we can heal him later, we're fine. Because as it stands, villagers, just for anyone who hasn't seen the last stream, that I found a different village, yeah, villagers don't actually... Basically, all of them are the nitwit class, which means that none of them can trade, none of them can reproduce. They're all basically just totally useless. So the only way we get actual villagers is gonna be through healing. Now, obviously, we don't even have a diamond yet. We barely have iron as it is. So nether, not gonna happen for a while. However, even though the nether won't be happening for, a good chunk of time, we can still go ahead and, just because of how rare they are, go ahead and start. I want to put him in a boat, actually. So much so, I'm actually considering making a boat before I get there. I was going to check the recipe, but just to ensure that he does not despawn. Boat. See, we need sidings. Are you serious? Well, in that case, I suppose it's a little bit pointless to try and save him. Because there's no way we can prevent him from simply respawning or despawning. Great. So I died for nothing. Oh, I love that. Right. And this is why we check beforehand. Actually, no. If he picked up one of my items, other than the iron hoe, then he shouldn't despawn, right? Yeah, because mobs that are holding items do not despawn. If I remember correctly, anyway. So let's actually hope he picked up that stone axe. Hmm. Actually, given witches exist, we might be able to cheese a villager earlier. Now, we're still going to need to get to gold, but given the fact that we now have an iron pickaxe, gold is actually, technically, theoretically, accessible. Since gold is accessible, that means golden apples are accessible, and we can do the old skyblock routine in order to cure him. I think I like that idea. I think I like that idea a lot. It's going to be a lot harder without boats, but far from impossible. Well, boats or trap doors, I should say. It's going to be a lot harder, but I do think it's possible, and very well is going to be worth it. Because if we could go ahead and start getting villager trades now, that would speed up the end game of the mod so much. Because if it's anything like the better than wolves, which given its import of the thing, I would assume it is, then it should be relatively expected that the only way to get to the end is going to be going through villagers. Likewise, the only way we're going to be able to get the highest tier of armor in the game is going to be through villagers. No, I don't see him. Oh, come on. Ah, yeah. Unfortunately, the respawn was simply too far away. Kind of expected that, but still disappointing. All right, so back to what we were doing. Birch slabs. I'll use what I have in terms of the oak, but we're definitely going to need at least a little bit of this. So, what we can do, go ahead, do this. This will eventually become a staircase. And then we can do how do I want to do this? Let's do something like this, maybe? Right? I have no clue how this is going to look, but it will be something. It will most certainly be something. That me? Sorry, I heard footsteps on dirt, and I'm like, is that me? Is that a mob? I don't know. That was definitely not me. Okay, so there's definitely something else out here. I don't know what, but there's something. Skeleton. Great. Actually, I guess we don't really need this then, do we? Hmm. Technically, this isn't, full protection from skeletons, but I'm hoping it. I really just don't want any of the crops to get trampled. That's my biggest concern currently. So we can do something like this. Then we can do this. There. Once we're in line, we might as well. And we are one short. Are you serious? Well, obviously, we have to make it look decent. So there. I say we have to make it look decent, and then I look at literally the rest of our entire base. Uh, all right. I will be fixing that momentarily. But for now, here we are. All right. So I don't have a pickaxe. Psst. Give me a second. Where did I put my pick? Oh, it's the emergency pick. We don't touch it. All right. So let's grab a U. Let's grab a U. So, see, I guess I'm just going to do this. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to do this for now. Now we can do you to there. Hey! All right, and now we can go into our little crop farming area. No, this is actually kind of nice. I am not mad at how this turned out. Not at all. So, let's get this planted. All right. There we go. I'm not sure I necessarily trust myself here, so we're just gonna leave that as that for now. Besides, spare seed is not gonna be a bad idea. Okay. Well, progress has definitely been made. Uh, I'm thinking I might go ahead and just call this. Well, depends on how much iron we have smelted. How much iron do we have? Why, that's 2 ingots. That's enough for the shields. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 shields. You know what? Yeah. Could consider it a waste, but given what we've been going through, I don't. So, here we go. 2 shields. I'm gonna leave one of them just in here for him, and I'm gonna be using the other. Yeah! Whew, that's gonna feel a lot better. It'll actually leave that equipped. Okay, is there anything else that we need? Oh, shears. No, maybe we can actually get away with not using shears for now. Probably. Is there anything else that's extremely pressing with iron currently? Shears, rails, minecart. Technically weapons and armor, but meh. For the cauldron, activator rail. Iron axe is actually relatively cheap. We don't have any gold or redstone currently, so also gold is still gonna also be miserable to get. Eh. Overall, though, I think we're looking pretty good. Ooh, I will go ahead and get the millstone. Yeah, I can do this. Just need a bit of cobblestone, piece of coal. Actually, I have no clue how much this is gonna do, so I'm gonna grab 16 just in case. And then gonna need a wooden gear, which is gonna be just a bit more wood. Definitely have used a good bit of our wood reserves in doing all of this, but it is also a lot of progress, so can hardly call it negative. Okay, so let's do this for the sticks. There, there, there. Some wooden gears. Love to see it. All right, with that, now we just need the stone. But we don't have any of those free. You know what? Let's go ahead and just mine a bit more and get another furnace. Because, why not? We'll get that turned into stone, and then we can make the millstone. Now, we still can't. Well, yeah, we can. Actually, we're going to have the millstone because the only way to process all of this wheat is going to be through it. Which means we're going to need a lever until we can get something like a windmill or a water wheel. And I don't think we're getting either of those anytime soon. Really? There's 2 left. Come on. The last stone pickaxe I made. Last one. Alright. That's enough for a new furnace. Let's put you right there. Right, I always forget. Always forget. We're gonna be short one, probably. Oh, dude. That is not lasting long at all. Why does it take so long to do that? Oh, wow, that is absolute pain. I'm not even sure 6 planks would be enough for one. hate to take coal away from that, but again, we can't actually do anything with the wheat until we get this millstone built. So, what choice do we have? Right. Water wheel. Any chance. We need wooden blades, which needs glue and siding. That's not happening. Okay. Hand crank? Is that what it's called? Yes, hand crank. Need 2 sticks to haul in a gear. That's easy. Okay. All right. Actually, I can just do this. There, there, there. Hand crank. All right. Actually, how are the advancements going? Yeah, can't find any of them. And then there's the cauldron, which we obviously can't do for now. All right. Well, once I get the millstone builds, I think that's probably going to be good. Unless if I figure out something else to do, you know. This is going to take a while, though. So I guess we could go ahead and put just processing here for now. Don't really know what else to do, so might as well. Right, we can stick the millstone like just right here. Throw the hand crank down. Yeah, it'll be good. So while that's going, flour made through that. Flour, we can make a couple of different things. Chocolates have to go through cauldron. Okay, never mind. Milk, egg, sugar, flour for a cake. Let's see, that's not happening. Ground meats. If we had eggs, we could do that. But we just don't have any chickens. We smelt it into bread. That's always nice. And of course, we can also eventually turn it into donuts. Oh, that's interesting. So we can place flour? That's interesting. Sure, sure. You know, why not? So here's the question, right? We have 12 plus 18. We have 30 here, which is that's only 3 iron ingots. Yeah, at most we have 4. So we don't have anywhere near enough for the cauldron at the moment. Hmm. All right. I suppose in the meantime, go ahead and start doing something about this. Not entirely sure what, but you know, make it look at least somewhat almost okay. You can do that. Do this. Yeah, I have no clue what I'm doing. Let's see. May as well go ahead and do this. Do I think we're going to necessarily be coming up here anytime soon? Not particularly, but you know, it's there if we ever need it. All right, we might be coming up here, but all the way up there, nah. And we are halfway there. Is there anything else stone is used for, actually? While I'm thinking about it. The bocce, needed for the anchor, weight sensors, and block matcher. And is used for a couple of things way down the line. Armor stone slabs, only for the armor stone. So we're actually okay there. Well, yeah, at the moment, I don't really know what else to do besides simply to wait. Oh, fun facts. Wait, actually, it makes more sense to wait for the mill, right? We can mill bones into bone meal. But also, can we? Yeah, we can't even do it without it, so it doesn't matter. But even with the bone meal, fun fact, we can't insta-grow crops. Instead, it simply makes them grow a little bit faster, I believe. So, a lot closer to actual fertilizer, basically. Shame that the kiln is not working. Oh. Hmm. Also, why are you not growing? It's certainly dark enough. That's not an issue. I don't know. This mod is probably just actually disabled it. Alright. Well, I suppose at this point, there's not a lot left I'm going to be doing. So, given it's basically me just waiting for this to finish, I think I might go ahead and just call the stream here. I mean, I feel like it's just a little bit boring to just do nothing but watch this. So, eh. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. Next stream is probably going to be this weekend for this. So I guess be on the lookout for that. And it'll probably be around the same time that this stream started, give or take an hour or two. More than likely, it'll be give an hour or two. But yeah, so all I'm going to be doing is here. You know what? That's going to go there. We're going to put the hand crank right. Actually, no, you know what? We're going to put the hand crank right here, I think. And then we're going to put the millstone right there. Now, this thing, of course, is going to sap food like crazy, which is definitely a concern. But hopefully, we're going to end up having enough mushrooms to at least kind of get us into a somewhat steady supply of bread. Ugh. But until we can automate this using the hemp seeds, I don't think there's a lot we can do. Which is really a shame, but you know, it is what it is, unfortunately. Ah, we are so close. Okay, you know what? We are so close. It'll be fine. Let me just organize my inventory. I suppose. That could go to there. We have some granite cobblestone to eventually do something with. Bit of dirt. I'll keep 3 of the cobble on me, just because, you know, as always. Oh, I could go chop. I could have been chopping wood, actually. That's really what I should have been doing. Uh, so anything else the baked mushrooms are used for? They can be used for fertilizer. That does nothing for me. Thank you, though. And we're short. Because I forgot to put that in there. No. Okay, where's sawdust? Sawdust. Here's your time to shine. Boom. The beauty of sawdust. You could probably put a full stack of it in there. Actually, you know what? Sawdust. Does it have... Yeah, smelts 0.12 items. Coal. Smelts 8 items. So if we do some quick math, 8 divided by 0.12 means we would need over a stack of sawdust in order to smelt a singular iron ore or a singular stone or whatever. Wow. Anyway, we'll make the chest plate, add the gear, and we now have ourselves a millstone. Yay! Now, admittedly, there's not a lot we can do with it until we get, some crops. Well, no, we can, right? Like we could use a bone meal. What all can we use the millstone for? Sorry, I keep meaning to end stream and I keep finding new things I want to do. We can use that to double sugar. Obviously, it's for hemp. Use it for coal dust, charcoal dust. That's something. Bones. We can use it to scourge leather. Use it for various dyes. Cocoa powder. Flour, of course. Bricks. Bunch of different kinds of bricks. Hemp oil. And use it to create some ground meats. Alright, fair enough. Coal dust. Needed for nether coal or for gunpowder. And it's also going to be needed for that. Okay. Scourged leather. Can be turned into tanned leather or glue. Go figure. Bolt of scourged leather gives us just that. Cut scourged leather. Basically, we need it to tan, right? It's the first step to the tanning process. In other words, there's not actually all that. But yeah. All right. That's it. That is it. Thank you all so much. And I will see you on the next one. So yeah, take care. Till next time. See ya.